Rich Rising. How do you name this thing? Ba-da-da. How y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to get started in about like 2 minutes. Any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, take some love. What's up, Movement Heals? I see you be with the meditation squad. Heavy. Love the consistency. Keep it up, Queen. Let's see, how do I add this? This week's talk is SIFT and negative self-talk. Boom. I don't know how to change the thing, but I'll figure it out. Where's it? SIFT and negative self-talk. Who else is in here? Kay, what's up, Kay? New week, we back. All right. I don't like that angle. We're gonna get a better angle. Slide to the left. Boom, boom, boom. Slide to the left. Boom, boom, boom. A little more. Crisscross. A little more. There we go. Nope, that's not it either. I'm gonna rock with that. So, I give a rundown of what's going on. There is, I'm gonna give a little sneak peek for those who were here early. The two of y'all are rocking with you. There's gonna be another Costa Rica trip happening. Yeah, it's a little sneak preview. It's a little sneak preview. We're gonna be hitting up Costa Rica in February, and it'll be myself and Maribel. I've been recommending people do her teacher trainings for a while because she's lit, and trainings in general. But we're gonna do a little collab as well, and I'm excited for it. It's so much happening, so much to come. But that's in February. Stay tuned. What else is there? So I'll jump straight into the topic. Negative self-talk and SIFT. So we'll start with SIFT in the mind space. So if you notice in the morning meditations, I switched the name. I don't say, do you care that much about your mind or your mental health? I say your mind space. So words create the reality in which we perceive. So I started switching the words that I used to associate with the mind. I switched it to mind space. Because when I think of it as a mind, I think of it as an object or something that I can like tangibly touch. So then I only think of its uses as something that I would use in this 3D world, this 3D, 4D reality. So instead of that, I switched it to a mind space. And it's just like a space in which these thoughts come into. I also see the mind as a receiver. We don't necessarily think per se. We just clear space to allow for other thoughts to come in. Like a radio tuning into a dial. As we find tuning into a station with a dial. It's like as we get a little bit closer into that, hone into it, we're like, okay, I'm a little bit more settled. I'm a little bit more concentrated and able to focus my attention on the things that are actually already around me, which would be like the concept of ether and how everything is all around us. We're pulling in energy, XYZ, fun stuff like that. So I switched the name to the mind space so I can then see and perceive these things differently, because I'm thinking of my mind differently. I'm thinking of these things as a space, as my mind as a tuner, like a radio. So with that fun stuff, it gives me a better way to categorize the sensations that I'm feeling and differentiate them from the sensations, the images, the feelings, and the thoughts, the SIFT. So as we've been doing for a while, creating a point of focus, and then from there seeing how we get distracted and then pull ourselves back into focus. So I'm gonna go through a couple options depending on where you are in your practice with it. You could play around with them. Maybe you start adding in some of these properties or some of these things. If you got some questions, drop them in the comments. Or any comments, drop them in the comments. So with that acronym SIFT, we can then perceive those things to see more clearly where a trigger is coming from, or what is triggering us, or where a reaction is coming from, or how it's connected to a trigger. Everyone is different. Every human is different. Every person is different. So I'm not necessarily able to throw it out there and say this is that and that is this. Experience will show you. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to give you some guidelines so you can figure it out yourself and become and awaken that inner guru in you. So that's where the SIFT meditation comes in, and how it affects me with negative self-talk. It gives me a better idea. It creates a little bit of space from those thoughts, the T in the SIFT, so I can better understand how I am judging myself, judging other people, the words that I use when I'm speaking to myself, when I'm speaking to other people, and how sometimes I may speak negatively to myself and see it positive because I just brush over it and then speak that same way to another person and turn like hurting that person's feelings or whatever it may be. We're gonna get into keeping your aura guards up and everything. We're gonna get into that, but that's to come. That's to come. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that fun stuff, and we'll get into the breath work and right into it. Oh, we got some more humans in here. Welcome, y'all. Peace and love. Kay, Chris, what's up, Buddha? Infinite Yogi and Peace King and Christiana. Hey, I'm with the shits. All right. Please invite a friend. Welcome. Send some other people. We'll get started with alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing is great. I have like a whole morning schedule routine thing, breath work. If you're all interested, let me know. I'll put it in the chat or create a video, and maybe we do it next week or whatever the case. So yeah, I got a whole alternate nostril routine that helps me to just settle myself for the day. So what alternate nostril does, it's Nadi Shanonda, and it means Nadi Shodhana, and it means nervous system cleansing. So what we're doing is one nostril is the Ida, and that energizes the body. The other nostril is the Pingala, and it energizes the mind. So we'll get deep into this whole thing, like the whole Caduceus, the chakras, and how all those are connected. It's on my back. Ooh, plug. You can get the shirts, The Quest for Knowledge. Hit him on IG. He has the link on there on his website. And I would like to tag him in some of the other things that's coming up. He got some fly stuff out, some godly stuff, some goddess stuff, some king stuff, some queen stuff, all black owned. You know how we do. What else is there? So we do the alternate nostril cleansing. So one nostril helps us to activate the fire within us, the Ida, the body, and that would be the parasympathetic, the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight. Like we get shocked, scared, startled, and then we just tense up and we freeze up. And sometimes we don't, because we're not that in tune with our body, we don't really let all that tension go. You'll notice like after other animals or stuff, they get shocked or startled, they might shake it off after. It's a real concept. It's a real thing. And we as people just aren't necessarily that tapped into it. But that allows us to tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, what allows for the relaxation of the body, of the mind. And balancing these two nervous systems, giving it roughly balanced inhale and exhale through each nostril and alternating, gives us a better idea of where our sinuses may be blocked, where we have a little mind fog, and help to create like a little motion to feel the flow and then bring the flow out. Uh-oh, someone in the Zoom room. Alright, so we're going to do alternate nostril. We'll go in. Oh, and there's another thing. There's a whole bunch of like traditional ways to do it. The way that I like to do it is place the peace finger. This comes from anime like shit. I ain't gonna fake. So place the peace fingers on the forehead. The right nostril, gets blocked by the right thumb. And the peace finger, and the ring and pinky finger block the left nostril. So the good thing about this, I'm gonna pull a little bit closer so you can see why I do this. So the right nostril, sometimes the nostrils are blocked up. So with this positioning, with little movement as possible, not changing and adjusting the structure and the posture you're in, you can kind of like push that nasal passage open up that airway, so then the breath can actually seep up, hit that third eye area, hit the crown of the head, the crown chakra. You can feel it behind the jaw and in different areas. So this just gives you like I am blocked this day, so let me just try to create a little bit of space so I can allow for that free flow of energy, free flow of prana, of air, of aura. And then the same on the other side. These allow you to push away to create a little bit more space so the breath can flow freely. So this also helps. So that's, there's a reason to this whole hand positioning and such. So we'll go in through the left, and then we'll go out through the right. We'll do this 5 times, just clearing one passageway, one way, just to see how it is. And then we'll go in through the right, and then out through the left. We'll do this about 2 times, and then we'll allow the body to settle. Just notice, notice the sensation that happen, like the heart rate change, the space in the body, the fullness, the decompression of the body. Just notice whatever comes to you, and notice those things that come from that breath work. Notice how they dissipate. Something happens when we focus on that. I'm just going to throw it out there. We'll bring it back after. There'll be a few times to chop it up to talk to see what's up. Welcome, Rashida. Hey, there she is, glowing and whatnot. I see you. And we'll do 2 rounds of it. So we'll go in through the left, out through the right 5 times, and then we'll switch. In through the right, out through the left 5 times. And then we'll do it again. In through the left, out through the right. And then we'll start the meditation, the SIFT, and try to pick out that negative self-talk and find ways that we could talk to ourselves a little bit kinder. That's it. Just little small things. So seated position, tall spine, shoulders back, chest up. Close the eyes, lower the gaze. And then find your hand position. Peace fingers on the forehead. Right thumb covers the right nostril. And the pinky and ring cover the right. Move left. You know what it is. And then exhale everything out the lungs. Block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. See if you can feel the breath all the way up to those peace fingers. Inhale through the left to make sure we're getting those full inhales. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Switch. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Notice the difference and evacuate the lungs. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. All the way to the peace fingers. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. This round is on your own. 5 through the left and out through the right. Try to feel the breath all the way up to the peace fingers, maybe even above to the crown of the head. And then exhale it all the way out. Evacuate the lungs, bring the belly all the way to the spine. And when you finish, meet me with your hands down and focusing on that sensation dissipating. 5 on each side. And when you finish, let your hands rest beside, down on your legs, down on the knees. You can exhale through the mouth. Notice how that feels different from the nostrils. Notice the space front to back. Tap into the breath, the rise and fall of the collarbones of the chest. Allow the shoulders to let go, to relax. See if they pull more to the front of the body than the back. Notice how more in touch with the inside of the body. Allow the breath to get more shallow, more soft. Pressing down on the shoulders, on the head, on the collarbones, the chest. The ribs, the shifts in the spine. Feel that warmth on the bottom, on the base of your body, on those ankles, on those feet. And feel the lightness of the breath, breathing all the way to the tips of the nostrils. All the way to the crown of the head. All the way to where you felt the forehead. The peace fingers press on the forehead. All the way down to the base of the sits bones. It's pressing down into the ground, into the legs, wherever they are. Rooted down. And then come back to your thoughts through your day, through your morning, if it went the way you planned it, if you followed your routine, your morning schedule, whatever you want to call it, the things that get you ready. And anytime you feel a spark, an irritation, some tension in the body, allow yourself to soften and accept whatever thought that is. Even if it's not true, don't prove it is true, but just let it be. Let the idea of that possibility be. Maybe it's you knew you could have did it, but you bullshit yourself. Laying in the bed, scrolling, not waking up, not getting up even though you were already awake. Potentially differentiating those two processes. Accepting yourself for it not being what you expected to be. Allowing those thoughts to be there. Allowing the body to let go, to relax, to lengthen. For the breath to reach from the pelvic floor to the from the sits bones all the way to the crown of the head from that breathing exercise. All the way to where you felt those peace fingers. Rescinding that peace. That balance. Not just of the nervous system, but also the chemical ones. The energetic ones, the psycho-emotional. Let the eyebrows soften. The forehead let go. And let the negativity go. Look at it as where we are. And the possibility for improvement. We'll close with 3 breaths. Bring the hands to prayer. And then rub the hands together. Create that warmth. Feel that energy. And then place the hands over the eyes. Feel the warmth of the hands. Allow the cheeks to soften even more than where they were. The forehead, the nostrils. And then slide the hands down to prayer. We'll close with 3 breaths. First one in through the nose, out through the nose. Last 2 in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe with me. Inhale. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Find the height of that last inhale and inhale around it. Above, below, create space. And let it go. Bring the thumbs to the forehead. Wow, thank you. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank me, in the form of love, whatever feels right for you. And feel free to sit with the feels. There's a few things going on. The schedule is rocking. Saturday, we have Float and Flow at 10:30. That's happening, virtual. Sunday, there's Elevated Yoga with Greener Hue. DM, it's RSVP only. Then Mondays, Floating Flow, Fundamentals. We're going to continue to get a little bit more into spirit, breath, the correlation sitting in the body. We're going to start to bring in some of the aura concepts of how to build up your aura, how to protect your aura, and how to utilize your aura in different ways. And then we're going to build up stamina, spiritual, mental, physical on Tuesday with lead primary. Also, and then Thursday, we're back here. Also, G is teaching classes. She has Mondays at 10 a.m. That's on her website. She has Tuesdays at 12 p.m. and in-person Elevated Yoga Wednesdays. So it's here for you. RSVP only. That's with Greener Hue. Again, the godly shirts, the godly gear. A Quest for Knowledge is happening. I'll put him in the tag him into this too, so you get everything's just going to be right in the links at the bottom. And then there is the Costa Rica retreat coming out with Marie. That's going to be lit, a whole situation. I'm excited for it. Ooh. And that's info's going to be coming out on that. That's a little sneak peek. And that's going to be in February. What else is there? I feel like I'm missing something, but if I am, I might put it in the comments and stuff after. Thanks for flowing with me, y'all. Thanks for staying, for vibing. Hopefully, if you pick something up, send me a DM, drop a comment before I close it. Let me know how it resonated with you. I'm with the shit. Did that help with the negative self-talk, though? That did help to point some stuff out? Egg salad. Whoa. See you, Regina. Peace. Peace and love, y'all. Oh, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love.